see me in the reflection. That's me. I wanted to make sure that when I tap in, I don't even know if you can hear me right now. So I'm kind of hoping somebody gets on stream soon and lets me know. I forgot to post it on my story when I was going live. Maybe I can do it right now. Anyway, today I'm outside and I decided that since I'm going for a walk, walking is good for wellness. It is a form of exercise. You can also do a run, but if I ran, that would definitely take up too much of my attention to be able to stream. I'm trying to post right now that I am walking. That way if anybody wants to hop on, they can. And then then I'll be able to do it. Woo! This is my first time outside with this setup. I'm doing like a lot of testing right now, so I'm kind of glad. I'm doing this on Twitch. I was gonna try and do it on let me see if I can get in here. Streaming. Yeah. I'll do another one more, and then I will walk away. Just want to get like some of the Space Needle in there. And yeah, okay. So I'm just gonna say streaming now. Streaming now. Oh, dang. Fail. Okay. Streaming now. Get in here. Alright, I got it typed up. Just posted it to the gram in my stories. So again, hopefully if somebody is able to hop in. I feel like there's usually somebody by now. It's 2 minutes. Anyway, this is my walk. Again, I feel like walking for wellness is really good activity to do, and it is part of my, oh hey, yes, somebody, if you're in here, I just saw somebody pop in. Can you please tell me if the sound is good or not, or if you can even hear me? Like, is there sound? Because I feel like this is probably harder to test, I guess. I'm just stopping real quick so I can see if I can get the chat to pop up. Okay, chat is on. If you are seeing this, please let me know. I guess if you can't hear me, you just can't hear me. Sometimes someone will say something in the chat about not being able to hear me, but nonetheless, I am walking. If the sound doesn't work, then it'll just be a really cool walk video that you can just see. But my goal right now is I'm testing out my equipment completely. First time. So what I'm doing right now is I didn't bring any extra cords. I didn't bring any extra chargers. I have, oh my gosh, this literally just started playing. I thought there was somebody behind me talking. Anyway, my eyes are watering so bad. I don't know if you can see this, but like my eyes when I'm walking and there's wind, I'm like the leakiest person, and it has been like this my whole life, and I don't even know if there's anything I can do about it. But yeah, I just like instantly start crying, and then it's like, what should I even wear eye makeup? Like, I like wearing eyeliner, but when it's windy, like literally I have tears, like just actual tears the whole time. So anyways, this is the walk, and what I was saying, I keep going off on a different tangent. So what I was saying is that this is my first time recording live, while in public basically. Normally I'm just inside, and so I'm testing out my equipment just to see how far I can go. So I didn't want to have like extra cords or like backup chargers or batteries or anything like that, because I feel like if I do have those things, then I will use them if I start running out of battery, and then I won't actually know how far I can go. And obviously I'm in a safe enough space that if this phone dies and my other phone dies, I will still be able to get home. But yeah, I'm using my second phone, the 14, and this is what I have been using to record streams at home with. but I am using the front-facing camera now because I have a gimbal, and because the whole point is to be more scenic than informative, I suppose. And then that way you can decide if it's something that you are used to seeing, or if it's something that you want to see more of, or something you don't like about it. But yeah, I'm trying not to talk too much. I just want to give everyone an opportunity to see what the beach is like here in Seattle. This beach is called Alki Beach. I put it in the title. This is one of the most famous beaches on this side of the state, just because, as you can see, it has a really nice view of the city. So it's not technically in the city, but because you can see the city, it's like a city beach, I guess you could say. To get over to those, those buildings across the water, like the Space Needle and stuff, you just take this water taxi that's at this dock right here. And that water taxi is basically like it sounds. It's like a little taxi across the water. It's like a water boat, ferry, whatever. Can only fit people, no cars, obviously. I think it takes like 7 minutes to get from that side to the other side in the water taxi. I could be just making that number up, but I've taken it enough times to know that as long as you get to the water taxi before it leaves, you really don't have to think about how long it's going to take you to get to the other side. Like, it's rather quick, way faster than a car. And I don't know if you can, no, you can't see it, but over there is like a bridge that goes over the water, connects this side of Seattle to the city side, if you will. So yeah, water taxi is definitely a good route if you like the scenic views, and you're not going to drive anyway, like you're going to take an Uber or something like that. Oh yes, this is most likely how I'm going to get home. That guy just went behind me. Yeah, this is most likely how I'm going to get home on a scooter, because I'm going to walk all the way down, and I'm sure I won't make it to the very end. It's kind of like, Ventura or something like that, if you've ever been to California, I think, or not Ventura, what is it called? Venice. Ventura doesn't really have a boardwalk. It's still a nice beach. I think it's also called Muscle Beach, if I'm not mistaken. I could just be blending those two together, but I know Venice Beach, if you've ever gone to that beach and you are walking along the water, you'll see like a trail, and it goes all the way down the beach, and you're like, oh, I can just walk this far. It's not going to be that big of a deal. And then when you actually start going on that walk, you realize like you're probably never going to get to the other end, because you just literally can't see it. It just keeps going and going. And so if you have like plans, or if you don't want to go too far because you don't really know where you are, then you have to turn around. That's been my experience. So I don't think this is that long. I know this isn't that long, but it is long enough that I do believe that the battery will die before then. But hey, we're finding out. For science today. For science. It's also like really quiet. I'm sorry. I feel like I have to say something. What I think I'm going to do too, since I have been yapping so much already, I think this is a really good footage to post to YouTube and just like have no sound. And then that way, when there's some sort of like, exercise or something you're doing, maybe you're walking on the treadmill or riding a bike, a stationary bike or something like that, you can watch this while you're doing it, so it kind of feels like you're going at the same pace and like seeing something at the same time. I don't know what pace you walk at, though, obviously. I'm walking not very fast. Okay, so there's like a sidewalk that way. You could go. There's like more condos and stuff. All the condos here are like over $1 million, no matter how small they are. And then that's like another bay that I just walked by. So if you wanted to like get in the water or something, This is where like a lot of kayaks come to dock or take off, whatever. But yeah, I'm just going on this little trail because that other one is more or less for people on scooters or bikes. And if you respect the hustle, you don't want to get in people's way for no reason. So if you see there's a path that you can use, it doesn't require you to run into other people on a bike or something. And that goes the other way too. Like if you're on a bike and you see there's like a path for people that are walking and it's probably not like very wide, or you're not at the right time of night or day to just take over, stay in the big area so you don't push people off the path. Walkers, stay out of the big area so you don't cause somebody to have to slam on their brakes. I don't know if you can see me. I'm trying to like get the shadow down here. Here I am. I don't even know what my face looks like anymore. I've got so many tears on my wrists from my eyes watering. My eyes did come down a little bit. I'm not going to show you because I have no idea what I look like. But they did come down a little bit. Oh, you know what? I always forget about this, but I have on transitions, so you literally can't see my eyes anymore. And don't call me a granny, because you probably didn't know they were transitions when you saw them. You thought I just had some bomb-ass Gucci glasses. And that's the point. I'm like trying to get comfortable holding all this. I did not want to bring a backpack because the only backpacks I have are, well, to be honest, I don't really care to bring a backpack. It probably would have been smarter, but I didn't want to like I didn't want to go back into my room because I already like said bye to my dog and closed the door. And I feel like when I come back up, if she like sees that I'm like still in the house or like haven't like fully left yet, then she gets all like anxious again. So I was just like, you know what, I am going to stay with what I have, which is this like Lululemon fucking store grocery whatever bag that you get when you buy something. Okay, so this is like a toilet, which, hey, it's actually open. This is very I don't know if other states are like this right now or not. So this is like actually unlocked, which is crazy. Because yeah, I don't know if other states are like this right now, but in Seattle, city-wise, and apparently in other places in the surrounding area, because there's like so many homeless people and stuff now that are like leaving like a lot of trash and like vandalizing areas, they just close all the bathrooms everywhere. So like you try to go to like the grocery store, like the gas station, you're like, hey, I need to use the bathroom, like forever, right? It's never been a problem ever in my life anyway. And now, more likely than not, if you go into a gas station or a store that normally would have a bathroom, like Panda Express, right? They say we don't have a bathroom to public, sorry. Our bathroom's not for the public. And that's crazy, because it's like, what are you supposed to do when you have to use the bathroom? And you can't go to the gas station and you're nowhere near your house, you know? Are you supposed to just like go home? Or like, it's not even like there's like a paid one, like in Mexico or something. Or like in Japan where you like can't find a trash. And you're just like, am I supposed to just carry this forever? Like, I feel like you're breaking the law by throwing your trash in someone else's trash. Anyways, that's how I felt when I was there. So I think this is like a very cute little like tree and stuff over here. So I'll probably like park it real quick and see if I can do a little cameo, say hello or something like that. And it's a pretty good view from here. Alright, I'm gonna put the tripod down and then you should be able to still see what I'm doing, but it doesn't have an extension on it, so bear with me. I don't know what's gonna pick up. like it's a bit low tide down there, but find out. Find out in a second. You guys on a date?
Yeah. What?
Date? Do a picture?
It's okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
There's like a couple behind me. I'm pretty sure they're like Russian or Ukrainian, but they very much want to be private. I found it interesting. I don't know if you just saw that, but I literally I walked over to the bench and I like put my tripod down, and then as soon as I put my tripod down, they like came up right behind me. That's why I was like, you guys want a picture or something? Like, you seem very adamant about being right behind me in this moment. I have no idea why. Because, like, look at this, man. All of these other benches are open. There's, like, literally, there's tables, all of that. There's no reason why they had to, like, stop behind me. Stop behind me. Let me see if I can, like, do another one over here, because they were fucking weird at me. Alright, let's see. Don't know what you're gonna see here. Again, I'm trying to get that side. There we go. Maybe that's better. It looks really small from my view. And I still don't know if you can hear me, so that's funny. I don't want to take everything off. Alright, so there's a big old bumblebee, which is great, because I feel like I never see it. I think there'll be low tide down there, but I gotta keep going. I forgot that this is not about stopping and getting cool views. This is about seeing how far I can go with the camera. I apologize. Okay, so basically I'm still walking on that trail. I am not on the bike part yet, but I'm about to be. I think it's cool too. Like, I don't know if you travel a lot or if you want to travel a lot, but I always want to know what the locals look like, how they like act, and how they dress. Because I feel like when you are watching a movie, movies of course are always like they just pick the actors and they never look like the people that are actually living there. I always think about like Friends, and they're like in New York and there's not like a single person of color, and you're like, okay. So if you're someone who's never been to a place like that, then you're going to think that everybody looks like that, which is crazy. So I like to kind of show or try and see what people actually look like, what people are actually wearing. And yeah, also because I'm from Seattle, which I tried to keep on the DL for a minute, but obviously you're gonna figure that out. Because I'm from Seattle, I can almost always tell when people are tourists, like that Russian or Ukrainian couple that came up behind me. Clearly weren't aware of the situation and the vibe here. They looked like they had never really had people be nice to them in public, but that's okay. And then that group of people that were behind just now, the black people that I just passed, I don't know if you saw them, but like they were definitely from a different state, just because you could hear it in their accents and you could see how excited they were, which I think is great, right? Like when you go to another city, when you go to another state, when you go to another country and you're excited to be there for whatever reason, maybe there's like a cool waterfall, or like you're going to like a concert somewhere in a venue you've never been to, whatever it is. Maybe you don't even know where you're going and you just see something cool like this and you get like super excited about it. I think that's awesome. So anyways, that's what they were doing just now. They were excited about the locks here on the path. By the way, these are more condos that are over here. And that is a fast ferry that's going across the water right now, coming from another island. So these are telescopes. If you can see, normally what I do is I put stickers on the telescopes and things like that. And as you can see, there's like no stickers right now because they have recently cleaned off the stickers. They do it every season because they get so covered. So I'm going to add a little pizzazz to the space. I'm gonna claim my territory as a Seattleite in West Seattle, in Alki, on Alki. And then I'm gonna keep walking faster because I feel like I've been here. Okay, stick it on, zoom it out. Yeah, in case you didn't see that, I do have free stickers if you want one. Hit me up in chat or let me know in a whisper, or hit me up on the gram, or hit me up on my website, hit me up on YouTube, hit me up on X. My X account is being kind of overhauled right now, but you can still hit me up there. Anywhere. Obviously, you're gonna have to give me some sort of address, which could be creepy. I don't know how you feel about that. Maybe you have a PO box or something like that. But yeah, free stickers. Okay, so I'm just gonna walk over here again. I'm trying to walk decently fast so you can see everything and feel like you're walking along, but also I want to kind of give you an idea of what the area looks like. So basically, this is low tide right now. If you see the rocks, normally the water comes all the way up to the rocks. And I know that sounds dangerous. It kind of is. Like, you can see how rusty that stuff is down there. I'm so proud of the fact that we haven't got this entire beach shut down, because I feel like the United States be on some Karen stuff where they're like, it's too dangerous, shut it all down. I know that guy, he's an ass. And today's his birthday. Oh, but he has a cute friend. Anyways, I need to stop. The point is, it's a little dangerous, but it's also really cool to see it that low, because then you get to see oh wow, those rocks are actually pretty high up, and the difference between where the water is now versus to where it can be, because again it gets very high. And that's the city behind, right? Still behind me, back in front of me, like so. It's another telescope. I know you guys probably think oh my gosh, you just added something to that what is it, wall, gate, whatever you want to call it. But I promise you, in maybe 2 weeks time, that entire thing is going to be covered in stickers. It is completely wiped out. It only happens if you've ever heard of the gum wall, I don't know if you know what the gum wall is, you can look it up. There's a gum wall here in Seattle where people literally take gum out of their mouth and stick it to a wall. And it's supposed to be a tourist attraction. I don't know who started it. It's been there since I was born. But people always think oh my gosh, it's been there. And that's the same, the same gum or whatever it has been since the very beginning of time, since it started. It's not. They clean it off every 6 months or something like that. And then people, obviously, when they see it clean and they don't know enough about it, they're oh, why would you do something like that? Right? So it's kind of like that. I'm sure you have sticker taggers where you live. And then also, obviously, hopefully it's obvious, I do care about the quality of the sticker. And so what I do is I only do vinyl stickers. And that means they're laptop safe, car safe, paper safe. You can pretty much take it off and reapply it, I think 2 or 3 times, depending on where you take it from. If you put it in the sand and then try to stick it to something, you're probably not going to get much stick back. Here's another one of those. Which side do I walk on? This guy's rolling in a sideways bicycle. Right? And then this side is obviously where the walkers go. So yeah, as we start walking further down, we'll start to get to more characters. I'm surprised it's already been almost 30 minutes. I was not expecting this to be the furthest I got right now. But yeah, as you can see, there's more and more people. Usually, because it's low tide, I think there's more people. There's people out in the tide, in the sandy area right now. But that's not usually very common. because I feel like if you have, I don't know, a way to get back down to the other side, like a bike or something, that's cool, but to actually walk this far, I think it's like maybe 2 miles or something. So, or like 1.5 miles. I'll have to look it up. Honestly, don't know. It's like one of those things you like live in a place forever, so you just never ask. And you're like, it doesn't matter, I know where it ends. Yeah, but if you have a scooter, you have a bike, it takes like 5 minutes to get to the other side. And that's like not trying to move fast. I usually rollerblade when I'm down here. But I feel like the beach is one of the best places to rollerblade because it's like guaranteed to be smooth. And you've got like a pretty good view, like something to look at. There's a lot of places you can like stop and take a break if you want to. The seagulls. I feel like in other countries the seagulls are like a lot smaller, and people are like, oh my gosh, the seagulls are so big, and I'm like, well, you would be so scared of our seagulls if you think those seagulls are big. Like in Europe, people are like scared of the seagulls, and they're like the size of our crows over here. Our crows and our seagulls are obese just like our people. Okay, so yeah, the tide is not as low as it was yesterday, so it's coming in again. But as you can see, I'll just show you one more time. This is all the way down. The rocks is where the water stops if it's like a standard day, honestly, like most of the year, most of the week, most of the month. So yeah, if you wanted to, if you didn't know the area and you wanted to be a Karen, you could fall off of this, sue, and fuck it up for everybody. I feel like people do that. It's so upsetting. But yeah, it's just wild, wild west for now. Sorry if I dropped the camera just now. I'm trying to wipe my eyes. I should have brought like a tissue. Instead, I'm using my sleeve. So that's the only thing I have. I don't know if you like my jacket. Do you like it? Can you see it? It is velour, Lululemon. I did a haul video with it, like back in January, I want to say. If you missed that one, I deleted it because I felt really like chauvinistic when I look back at it. I was like, why am I doing this? But yeah, basically when I made that video, I said that I did a really big shopping haul at Lululemon because I had streamed consistently for a few months and I wanted to take myself a little more seriously, and I also wanted to reduce the amount of stuff I have at home by sticking to a specific color scheme, because I would have just like random color pattern things. Sidetrack. Yeah, so basically what I did, this is one of my favorite stairwells. I hope it's not like completely out. It might just be damaged. Yeah, it's damaged. If you can see that one, it like would walk all the way down there. That one's pretty cool though. When you're going, like if you're watching it, walking down it, I'm recording, it looks like you're literally walking into like the ocean if you can angle it right. Okay, I'm getting closer to where there's people. I don't know if you can tell. Probably not. It's probably way too far away for you to see. But if you look at the part that's like curving out to the right, that is where like the busiest part is. So I can at least see it now instead of it just being an idea. And I don't know if you can see over there, but there is snow over there on those mountains. So Seattle, and not just Seattle, like obviously the surrounding areas, this like unique area where you can be on the beach getting a tan while looking at the snow in the mountains at the same time. If you want to be. You could be on a boat doing the same thing. I'll get even closer to the snow on a boat. Okay, here's more scenery. I don't know if you're a real estate person or if you're thinking about what the property looks like down here. Because if you look online, I think they don't obviously show you really anything. Even if there's places that are for sale down here, I feel like only like 40% of them actually make it online. It's one of those like areas where people want you to drive by it. It's like, if you really care, come here type of place. Or like they only want locals and people that really like the area, and not people that are just scouring? I forget what the word is, but you know, like looking on the internet for stuff to just buy a property. It'd be like Airbnb people or something. Ugh, there's people behind me and they're talking very loud, so I'm just gonna like let them go so I can't hear them anymore. Oh, streaming. Look at this cute little house. So, story goes here in Seattle, here on this beach. This obviously has been like a desirable place for pretty much ever, but it wasn't ever really expensive. It was just like a hidden area as far as like people that like beach towns and things go. And so like a lot of these houses are what the houses used to look like down here. Just like small, humble, like decent yard in some way, or like a decent front yard, decent backyard. Not really any parking, right? But you know, you can see they're just like humble people, like a nice, decent sized house. And then, you know, everything booms with like real estate and things like that. And so now, as you can see, they will take the lot that they would have one house on, like this tiny little baby, which isn't even tiny, like it literally has a basement. They would take something like this little blue one, and they would use all that space to do what they did with what's next to it, which was like 4 stories plus underground. And then if they could get somebody that actually had like a bigger yard or like slightly more property, or they could buy up the whole place. Obviously now there's these really big condos, and I don't know, it's like you can house more people, and I guess that's a good thing, but it's like charging people way more for way less. It kind of like brings in a certain crowd, you know what I mean? And yeah, I don't know, kind of feels like it's wasted. A lot of like the history and character of a place gets like wiped away or pushed away because people just want to own a piece of it, not recognizing that they're taking something when they buy it. If that makes sense. I don't know. I always think of it like, you know, I don't know if you go to concerts, but I go to a lot of concerts. I've been going to concerts for a very long time, and it didn't used to be like this, but now you go to a concert and it will be full of people who will just stand there and look the whole time. They won't dance, they won't sing, they're just standing there. And it's like, bruh, like, are you a fan, or are you just literally watching this like TV? Because concerts aren't about just like sitting down and watching. Like that's like an orchestra, right? When you go to a concert and someone's performing live on stage and you're just staring at them without like dancing or anything, like they're gonna think something's wrong. Like they're gonna be like, dang, I can't even get you to like dance, or like you're not hyped to be here. And it just, obviously the whole environment, everybody's just like trying to dance, or if they're real fans, they are. And it's just like people just pay to see other people. And it's like you can't just be here to watch. Like that's not how it works. We all have to contribute to this space. Like, I don't know how else to say it, but if you're one of those people and you buy concert tickets and you're not prepared to dance or sing, at least buy some tickets in the risers. Like don't put yourself in the front where you can like be the negative Nancy in the corner, because it's really what, like, even if you're smiling while you're watching, it's still not enough. It's still not enough. Crows are going crazy. I'll like turn it this way. But yeah, to these people, I feel very happy for them because they basically like stood their ground. And these ones were built more in like the 90s, like early 2000s. Not even, like 2000 and under. Yeah, but because this whole block basically was like, no man, we're not conforming. And that's some real Seattle shit right there. Like, it's really all it takes. And if you notice, they actually have like parking. People like that will like sell their parking spot on like a busy day, which is great. You try to like get a parking spot at one of those condos, like you can't even get into their garage. But like these people, they'll have like an extra spot or two, and they're like, yeah, you give me $30, you can park here all day. It's like, sweet, because this whole block, this whole street is bumper to bumper, cars parked, and bumper to bumper cars trying to get in and out. It will take you like an hour to find a parking spot on a sunny ass day, like a day where people can actually be out in like swimsuits. You might as well just take a scooter down here, which is what I do, because you're not gonna be able to find parking. There's no paid parking, which is good and bad. You just find a spot, and that's it. You don't get one, you don't get one. Can't wait for like a time limit or anything. You just don't get one. So yeah, I don't know if you've been able to see like enough people to kind of get an idea of who's here. Yeah, keeping in mind that a lot of people that come to this beach during this time of year are here because it's a tourist attraction. And the locals come here a lot more in the summer. I feel like when it's very warm and the locals are here, there's not a lot of tourists because it is such a like overwhelming space, and it does sort of take up a lot of time. If you're touring and you have like 6 hours or something, you're gonna spend 2 of those getting in and out of this place, right? So you might just be like, you know what, there's somewhere else I can go. Honestly, finding places like this for me when I travel is like my favorite thing because it's free. And I do like people watching, and I do like being in nature. And I mean, having like a bike or a scooter when you're traveling internationally is, to me, it's like having a go-kart when you're a kid. Like, I feel like I can do whatever I want. There's no rules. Unless I'm in London, there's like sections you can't ride out of or it'll shut down your scooter, which is crazy. I was in London one time, got one of those bikes, and I think it was a Lime bike, to be honest, and I went to park it, like, you know, rode it around for a little bit, went to park it, and my app's like, you can't park it here. There's a whole bunch of them, by the way. There's a whole bunch of bikes. It's a safe space. It's like right in front of a hotel, like on a street where, you know, it's never going to be in trouble or anything like that. So I'm looking around like, okay, why can't I park here? Like, there's other bikes here. I don't understand. And I look at the app and it was like, you're only allowed to park in these areas. And they were all like a mile away from where my hotel was. And I'm like, what is the point of using a scooter or a bike if I can't actually stop where I want to stop? If there's only certain places I can stop. I thought that was so weird. And then also in London, like, you try to use a bike, it'll also stop you. So if you try to go out of its so-called range, it'll just stop you and you can't go any further. And it won't tell you until you're already like pretty far away from where you're supposed to stop. So it'll just get like slow. And then you have to figure out like how far back you have to go. And then if you do want to say, okay, fuck this bike, I don't want it anymore, I just want to keep going in this direction, then you have the parking issue where you have to figure out a safe space to park it according to the app. It's really weird. So yeah, having free reign, being able to come to a place like this, getting on a bike, getting on a scooter and just going, at least in Washington state, I've never seen a restricted area for a bike or e-scooter rentals, like a Lime bike or something. So it's like, as long as you have, you know, the time and the credit or cash or whatever on your app to go, you can take it like wherever you want. I've never heard of there being like a restricted place to take them. Like, even like a lot of people will take one and drive it straight to their house and like park it right in front of their house, or even in their own driveway, and it's not like, sorry, you can't park there. It just wants you to take a picture to make sure that, like, if there's something wrong with where you parked it, they can say like, hey, this is the picture you sent us and clearly this is not a good space. Sorry, there's a bunch of people behind me and they were talking pretty loud, so I just wanted them to go by me so I didn't have to have them. I'm pretty sure they were listening for a really long time too, because they were like hella quiet until they were right behind me, like 2 feet behind me. It's like, bruh, you guys stopped talking so you could hear what I was saying. And that's okay. Join the stream. I think these are so pretty. You look up, it's just like mountains of houses. The originals, the 90s originals. And they all have a view of the water and mountains. But if you look that way, see, we've walked so far down now that you can't even see the actual city. It's like tucked behind. And I'm always at the 1 hour mark. It's been 43 minutes. Not so bad. I feel like this is like the same amount that I would do if I was streaming at home so far. Like, I stream for usually an hour. So, pretty good, I think. As long as it's actually recording. Find out if my sound is shit. I'll find out if my video stopped, because I'm not going to stop it now. If you were there for a Porto Vallarta when I was on the beach there, and I tried to stream and it lasted for like 7 minutes and then shut off. So yeah, we'll see. Maybe I'm talking to myself yet again. Alright, we are officially at the little pokey corner that I was telling you about, where essentially people will be most congregated. And this is because there is actual sand here all year long, whereas the other parts that we've been walking down only have sand when the tide is low. And then even when the tide is low, there's like rocks like this, right? So, and there's people over there in like a little sandy patch. Took my dog out here last weekend, or yesterday. Last weekend. I took her out here yesterday, and she loves the beach so much. She will just sit and look out at the water. She does not whine or anything like she normally would. She's just like, I have to be as still as possible so we can stay as long as possible. And it's really nice. She's always really liked the water in the beach. Just like her mother. Also, keep in mind, I think it's like, what time is it? It's 4:15 right now. And so normally people here are, not really coming out until about 5 or like maybe even 6. Unless, they're like me, or they don't have like a lot of daytime commitments. Then the people that are here are like babysitters with like kids that are too young to be in school. And like tourists. Very light traffic during the daytime here. A few other things, and then sort of stop. Are those like? Alright. So this is again one of the bigger areas where people hang out because there are benches and logs to sit on. The sand is year-round and not just when you are looking at a low tide. And just like that. I don't have anything yet. And there goes another fast ferry back to another island. We've got this little mini motorcycle. My camera is still working, and the sound on this microphone is actually syncing to what the stream is doing and saying. I am going to be so impressed with myself. But if not, this is a trial. This is a test. I will be able to get at least 1 hour of footage out of a stream if I bring no batteries. Random palm trees, right? You see how short they are? They're like fairly new, obviously. I mean, they've been here for at least like 7 years, but obviously that's not enough time for them to be tall like a regular palm tree. Here's my ride home. My scooter gang. I feel a little warm. I hop back on that scooter, gonna get a little breeze, get back to my car, probably like grab Zoe or something like that. Okay, I'm officially in front of the volleyball nets. I don't really know how these work, but somehow people just set them up every time. And there's always a place for people to play volleyball. Even I have a volleyball. for, you know, random time where I decide I want to play volleyball. So yeah, it's about 4:17, and the schools in the local school district, the schools around here, have officially closed for the day. I think they get out of school at like 4, like 3:40, 3:50. So there is a chance that this place will get invaded by teenagers, but right now it doesn't look like that way. I feel like the more time goes on, sorry, it's like super loud.
Hi, Laura.
I feel like the more time goes on, the less teenagers like actually do the things that they see on TV or on streams, and they just watch them instead. I could be wrong, but I feel like it seems like most people would rather stay home and watch it than actually be the person that's doing it. And I'm guilty of that too, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I can't just hop and go to Japan every time I want to, but you know what I mean. There should definitely be a larger amount of people on the beach on a nice day after work, in my opinion. I'm gonna have to like just unzip my jacket. It's warmer. It's warmer now than it was before, which is interesting because it's getting later. Maybe it's because the sun is like right there hitting me in the face. Check out these little snackety snacks. I don't know if you want any. There's you know what, I was gonna say there's a good ice cream place down here, but I'm such a Costco girl. Immediately I was thinking, what kind of ice cream is the best ice cream? And I thought of Costco, because they have chocolate vanilla swirl. Just chocolate vanilla soft serve cannot be topped.
Well, I think our generation was the cusp, because when
Little kids freaking out. Yeah, see, this is what I was talking about. People are out here with their kids that are too young to be in school, which is, there's like a bunch over there too, and I appreciate that. It's like they have like certain times a day for certain types of ages, and I think that's important. The same chicks behind me again, bruh. What is their problem? When they did it again, they literally snuck up behind me. I did not know who they were, okay? That's the second time I did that. I was like, somebody's like creeping up behind me. I can tell because I can hear it very close behind me. Turn around. I didn't even turn around. I just turned off. That's the way you do it, girls. Don't make eye contact. Just act like you were already gonna turn and look somewhere. I did that, and it was them, and they weren't talking. And you know they would be talking to each other. So they literally just like walked past me twice to creep up and fucking be nosy, bruh. Like, seriously. I don't understand it. What the fuck? And they're like, never mind. I'm not gonna get into it, but yes, they look like Karens. As you can see them, they are like matching. I can't. Oh man, I do want to like see this guy's like about to do some yoga. Like I do kind of feel like I should just drop down and get my eagle on, you know. But
in the body of water with the current. All right, go ahead. All right.
da 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 da. I try not to talk too much because there's so many people here, but I guess it doesn't matter. I guess it doesn't matter. Man, those ladies are creepy. If they circle back around me one more time, I'm really gonna record them and be like, there they are again. I'm gonna fucking put them on blast. I'm gonna get their faces in it for real, because that is too much. You cannot circle the block like they just did, because they circled the block the same way. Okay. If somebody asks me, they're like, "Are you streaming?" Yeah, and they're like, "Oh, what's your platform?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm on Twitch." I'm like, "Oh, what's your Twitch handle?" And I'll be like, "Extra Emily." This should be so funny. Oh my gosh. Just the dream. There's the Popo. Popo, not in the car though. See where this guy is, where this chick is. Maybe a potty break. I don't think there's nobody in there. I don't see no Popo right now. I don't see him. There he is. We found the Popo. He had to take a dodo. Block drop. What is that? Clean up. Oh, if you want to go pick up trash on the beach, they have some little claws you can use. That's cute. So yeah, this is the beach. We are in the most populated place, so it's not a super busy day today, which is, I think, pretty nice. One of the best parts about having very close access is that you can get to a place rather quickly and make the decision, and it doesn't really impact your day. Whereas, if you don't live really close, you have to like go home, get changed, take a drive, makes it harder. Just like going to the gym. And living this close, because I'm not like super close, but living this close, it actually gives you like the same price, I feel like, as if you were in the like city. I mean, it's actually cheaper if you were in a city. So just think about it. Even if it's like, oh gosh, even if it's not even like a lot of water, maybe it's just like a lake or something like that. It doesn't have to be something that you're gonna like get in or swim in, as much as it's just like having that option to see it, feel calm while you're walking. And yeah, I don't know, I feel like walking is always easier when there's something nice to look at while you do it. Not that walking in the gym or at home is bad. Something's better than nothing, especially when the weather's not nice. Otarepeya. Oh, all right. I think I'm actually gonna make it. It's only been 1 hour so far. I think I'm actually gonna make it. Excuse me. All right. Yeah. This is actually so nice. I feel like I could do this over and over again. I do want to take off my jacket. I do feel like my jacket is making me hot. And I was going to bring an extra one too. That's the crazy part. I thought it was going to be cold enough that I would need another layer that was heavier than this. Alas, walking is in fact an exercise. Where should I walk next? Not like today, I mean like stream in general. Is there another place in Washington State that you want me to walk around so you can see it? Maybe there's like another park or another beach. I know sometimes people like different parts of the city. There's like also a rainbow around the sun right now, but I don't know if you can see it. But yeah, sometimes people like walking through like parts of the city. I was watching someone, I forget their name, but they streamed it like maybe a month ago, maybe even less than a month ago, and it was going down like the grimy parts of Seattle. Like people wanted to see like the homelessness and all that, like fentanyl stuff, and they had like 200,000 views, and that was like a month ago. I was like, damn, like people really want to see that. I'm like, okay. I mean, that's not my vibe as far as like genre is concerned. But again, if there's like things you want to look at and it's something that can involve walking, I don't mind. I'm not one of those people that would be afraid to walk by someone that was on fentanyl or homeless. I feel like that's treating them like they're not people, and I don't even think that way. But some people are afraid to do that. They'll just go by in their car or something. So if that's something you're interested in, you want me to walk through an area in the city, another beach, a different park, I think it could be pretty fun. So just kind of go where you want me to go, so you can know, and then I can do it in other cities and other states and other countries. Oh, I so would have done it in Thailand too. Oh my gosh, I didn't even think about it, to be honest. I should have, but for whatever reason it did not cross my mind until I got home. I don't know why, because normally I'll even say to myself, you know what, I should stream, and then I just don't. But I didn't even think about actually doing it. I was just kind of after I got back, maybe when I was in Turkey, I was kind of I should do something in the airport. But at that point, it was just not a good travel day for me when that happened. Okay, so I'm noticing something. People that look like they use the internet, for real, not just they have it, but they actually get on and interact with it, and they know where to go and how to verify sources and shit. I feel like those kind of people are the actual people that use the internet. And I feel like a lot of the people at this beach do not. And so, I feel like the people that do watch the internet... Oh, by the way, that's as far as I can go. I could keep going, but I don't want to be rude. If there's, nobody here, people that aren't local, could never. It's just very rude. If you're from here, it's okay, bitch, I'm from here. And then if we really want to go there, we can start pulling out birth certificates, you know what I mean? But I just try to be respectful when there's other tourists and visitors so they don't follow me, because I certainly wouldn't want someone to follow me that wasn't supposed to be in my area. Okay, so it's officially been an hour. Again, I could keep going that way, and normally I would if I wasn't streaming. Should I go that way? Oh man, should I go that way? I feel like I could. This is an experiment, right? Fuck it. I'm going. I'm gonna check my phone to see if I'm even recording. Because if I'm not, I'm gonna be so mad. Shit. Hey, yo! That's dope. Okay. We in this bitch. I can't check my battery, but I think we're okay. So yeah, I feel like what I was saying is that the exclusivity of certain places in Seattle are supposed to be respected because they just get overran, and then people that are from here, like, you know, it just is a bad snowball effect. So if there's nobody in the general area, nobody that I know is like not watching me or like following me, which you'd be surprised how many people do. They'll see me and they're like, where is she going? Let's see where she's going. Like, don't fucking follow me. But when that happens, you have to like deter them, you know, kind of like I did with those chicks, those ladies that tried to circle the block on me twice. Or I just have to like do a little screw and turn around so they don't be all in my nuts. But yeah, so if you look that way, I don't know if you can see, but that just goes down, and that's actually a beach. And it's the same exact part of the beach that, you know, we were just on. It's all open, so you just kind of like, you know, walk on it. There's not really a lot of space to like really do anything other than just like walk along it. But of course, if you're a local, I mean, if you're, you know, your house and stuff is right there, it gives you direct access to be able to like take a kayak out or, you know, float or something like that. So that's like the exclusivity of those areas. But otherwise, if you wanted to just walk along it so that you could get to the actual beach, that one says no beach access, but it actually does have beach access. Well, so they're putting a lot more signs up too. So because of the like homelessness and like fentanyl problem, a lot of people are closing off things that would normally be, you know, not open still, but just less like that. But they do it because it's like people will come and obviously just like park in a fucking park, or like, you know, find a tree somewhere and just decide that that's where they want to live. So if they do that for a park, then it's very likely that they will do that in a space like that. And it's definitely more trouble to get somebody like that off of your property than it is to get them out of a park. I'm really hoping that there's going to be a bike or a scooter down here so I don't have to walk hella far back. But if I do, I guess that's good for my health anyway. Still walking. Okay. So I think if you saw where I paused to like turn down that little pathway, I didn't, because there was a sign that said private property, which is not true. It is true, but it's got access to like, you know, 4 or 5 different buildings areas. So And I've never seen that sign before. That's why I was a little confused. Like, But I know that that is a little way that you could tuck in if you wanted to. That's usually where I do my kayak launching, just because the water is really calm right there. Yeah, so. Yay, there's a scooter. I'll at least have to only walk this far if I need a scooter back. We're going at 1 hour and 10 minutes now. What, have you never seen a whale before? I'm done. Sorry. This is really low tide. Really, really low tide. Look, there's the chicks in front of me. They're right there in front of me. I'm trying to get them on camera now. Fuck them hoes. Maybe they're nice. I don't know. But they still tried to circle the block on me twice, and that is not cool. Because, like, it wasn't like, oh, we're interested. It was like, I'm going to be creepy and nosy and hide behind you. Like, what the no. And see, they're like pausing. They're pausing. They're pausing. I know, this is kind of sad. Yeah, they're like excited to see whales. It's not a whale if you can only see the tail from a fucking telescope. I'm sorry. You're just, yeah. Like, seriously, this is what's happening right now. It makes no sense. The most you will see, the most, is the top of a fin. Chill, bruh. Chill. I'm not a whale snob. You're a whale snob. Are these things that impress people that aren't from here? Maybe I'm the asshole. Maybe I'm the asshole. Again, there's still people hoping to see a fin or two from a distance on their phone so they can say, you see that thing? That's a whale tip. That's a whale fin. Cool. What are you gonna do now? Sell the picture? getting quieter again on the streets. If you look over here, there is not a lot of foot traffic because this is a private road just for people that live here. So you can pretty much, you know, as long as there are no actual cars coming, you're good to go. But I think it's cute still. I went to a party at one of these houses and I feel like everybody was like really, really messed up. And I was the only one that wasn't. Like everybody had been going all day already. And yeah, I remember I just kind of like walked home. Because I was like, if I came too late, I'm just gonna go. And then I walked home. Walk going strong, walk going strong. Cheers to anybody that's still in here or watching this the whole way through. All right, I got another whale hopeful over here. Ooh, there's even more scoopers down here. Let's go. This is what's going on this side, in case you're curious. They're trying really hard to think they can see a whale. You can see a dorsal fin, bruv. A dorsal fin. Okay. So now we're back on what is Admiral Road. I think this is Admiral. Am I making this up? I think I just made that up. The point is, now we've gotten to the part where if we do want to keep walking, it will just be houses and apartments and not actual beach. Because on this side of the beach, and I'll just come down so you can see it. Off-roading. Okay, so that's basically where it's gonna end, is where those stilts begin for those apartments, which is cool, right? Those apartments are literally on stilts, and the water's low right now. So if you can see like where the moss kind of coral isn't around it. Is that coral? Mussels? I don't know what they're called. I'm gonna take a fucking seat. Uh-oh, don't fall. But yeah, so that's where the walking path ends. And then you have to hop back to the other side. Right now the tide is low enough that you could walk under, which I've never done before. Should I try that? Should I try going underneath it? Yeah, why not? I don't have anything else to do. It's Friday. Let's go on another little adventure, or let's continue this adventure. Let's not fall though. This is my situation. Trying to do this as calmly as possible so the camera doesn't shake too much. Okay. So I just basically crept on down from the other side. Before we were walking on a path. Now I'm not on a path. I'm just walking, so this would technically be under the water right here. But up where these logs are is where like the water would hit the land, so you'd be able to walk a little bit up here. But like I said, over here, under the stilts, I've never been under the stilts before. I don't even really know what it's gonna look like when I get to that point. Because yeah, like I said, it's always just like you get to this far, you gotta hop back up to the main road and then go back down. But then at that point, it's just kind of like, why are you still going that way? There is like another really big beach. If you can see, no, you can't see it. There's like another really big beach out to the other side. But it's better to get to that beach from a different direction than to come this way. Even if you're in like a kayak or something, as you'd be having to go against the current on the way back, which is very hard if you did that whole way, if you rode the whole way there. I'm gonna go up higher near the rocks. Actually, where's the best place? Is it better to walk where there are little rocks or big rocks? The answer is look for the path. Look at this, cuties. Look for the path that has the smoothest route. So if there's big rocks, but you can see like a little pathway made out of them, then go. If they're little rocks, but there's like a ton of lumps, then don't do that, right? Just depends. Okay, so right now I'm looking to see what the best way to go is. That way is like a ton of rocks. This way, is there something just squirted over here? Not that many rocks, but it's wet. Which I don't know if I want to get my shoes and stuff wet right now. There's a crab over there. I don't know if you saw it just now. I'm actually just looking at all the little creatures squirting water all over the place. I don't know if you can see it. And even sometimes it'd be better to like walk on this log than to walk on the rocks. Okay, let's see what the option is here. It looks like I can in fact walk underneath. And there are no signs that say don't. What a way to die if that falls, eh? What a way to die. Okay, what's the best path before I go? There's a big puddle in the middle there. I feel like this has the most open space. It's a little wet, but I think it'll be worth it to go this way in the end. Rib bone. Oh my gosh, look at this little baby crab. You see it? Maybe I can get it to move. Nope. I think it might have been dead. It just flipped over. Okay. So this is what it looks like underneath. So yeah. They don't go that high up, but it is taller than me. The water would go over my head if I wanted to try this at a different time. It looks like I'm gonna make it out unscathed. Okay. Look at that. Stork. It's what's called a stork. Yeah, so now I just have to decide how far I want to go. I'm so glad I wore Uggs. These are the shoes I wore. They're like, they're Uggs, but they're leather. Like leather, not suede. And they're like really protecting my feet right now because these rocks, if I had on like Crocs, my feet would be tore up. I wouldn't even be able to grip the ground. I'd be sliding all over the place. Hey, walking on the beach somewhere, Alki beach turning into another beach. There's a bunch of people whale watching over there. I personally do not care to stand and look for a dorsal fin through a telescope. That's what they're doing. I'm just walking. I started on a trail, and then I decided to see if I would be able to go underneath that those stilts that are holding up that apartment, those apartments, condos, whatever. And I did. So now I find myself walking more on the beach. No trail now, just this would basically all be underwater if the tide wasn't so low. Like if you see over there, there's like a kind of like pool of water that didn't escape. The water goes all the way up to there and then all the way up against the wall. So normally this would be underground or underwater. And since it's not, I decided to just walk out here, do a little wellness walk, get out of the house, some exercise, and show y'all a little bit about where I live. A lot of people have like their paddle boards and stuff ready to go already. Or maybe they just didn't deflate them. Looks like they just have them ready to go. I wouldn't keep my paddle board inflated all year. Oh, bye. Here's another little pool of water. I really don't know how far I'm going with this. Like I said, I have never been able to walk. I mean, I guess I've had the opportunity, but I've just never attempted to walk this way during low tide. I've kayaked this far before, and it was a pain in the ass. Look at the little birdie feet. They're all over the ground. You know what would be so funny? It's like all those tourists over there trying to see if they can find a whale in the water. And the whales are really smart because they know people are looking for them. So if they don't want you to see them, they'll go somewhere where they know you won't be, just to like get all the attention over there. And then they'll go where you were. It's really funny. So that's how I've seen most of my whales. People do like whale watching tours, and the tour will scare the whales into another direction. So you just go into that direction, opposite of where the tour is going. You'll pretty much always get at least one or two, probably three. Honestly, they don't really go alone. I'm trying to figure out if the tide's actually coming in or if a boat went by. I don't see a boat, but if you look that way and you can see like mountains, hopefully they might look like hills to you, but if you look closely, there's snow on top. So each of those is like a little, almost like a little like a road, like a I don't know how to describe it. It's like, I'm sure there's a term for it. Peninsula? No, I don't know what it's called, but basically it's like if you were to be walking and see a trail. This is like a trail in the water. So there's like all these little hallways, like trails, and you can't just get to the same space by going through one. Like each little hallway trail thing, it goes to a different island or like a different area. So once a boat goes through there, you can't see it because it's like turned a corner. But I can't remember. Wasn't paying attention if there was one or not while I was walking. These birds are getting aggressive out here. As I was saying they're really fighting, bro. They're fighting over, oh, it's a starfish. No wonder. I wonder if you saw that seagull has a starfish and they're fighting over it, bro. They're fighting. It's a full starfish. Ha! They're going off. Anyways, see, I live here and I've always been around big birds, I guess. I didn't know they were big until I went other places and saw people getting scared of small birds. Birds have always been kind to me. He's still floating around with that starfish. I don't know if you can see it. He's bragging. That's actually super cool. But yeah, so because I've always been around, like just now, that seagull had to be at least 7 pounds, right? I don't care because it's never been a thing to notice for me. That's all I know. Like if you've only ever been around big dogs, when you see a big dog, you're not going to be like, oh, that's a big dog. You're just going to be like, oh, that's a dog. So when I was in Europe, there's like seagulls and stuff in like France and like Nice and stuff, and people are like, oh my gosh, the seagulls, they're so big, they're so scary. I was like, again, like I'm not trying to be like a snob. I don't know how else to describe it. It's just like, bro, chill. Like, it's not. It ain't that big. There's nothing not that impressive. Like, are you gonna be scared when you come to see me? Look at this seagull. It's just like a cute, like 6-pound seagull. 6 pounds is smaller than my dog. Okay, I'm still walking around somebody's backyard, which is crazy to think about. But hopefully they have like grass and they can just like lay out when they want. It's not just concrete. Breaking the law. If you think someone is talking to you while you're breaking the law, act like you didn't hear them and keep moving. Because the moment you show them attention, then they can be like, you heard me. You just keep walking and be like, oh, they didn't hear me, you know. The moment you acknowledge that you see them, all bets are off. But again, I don't think anybody would give me shit for being out here because according to my ID, I'm super, super local. And probably more than a lot of the people that are here. Okay. A little bit of a soft patch. I'm gonna have to change my pants regardless. This is what they look like. It's not horrible, but it's touching the ground. So when I get home, I'm not gonna want to like lay back in my house with them on and then have like fishy smell on me or whatever. At least my eyes. Oh, ooh, look at this! I just walked through a wetland. I'm gonna come up here. Where I was saying. We're at 1 hour and 38 minutes. This is crazy. No, it's not crazy. I just literally don't know how long it'll go. 2 hours for me, I feel like is a really good start. Because unless I'm somewhere like super entertaining, I can't see myself streaming for longer than 2 hours right now. I just don't have enough audience to be doing all that. But yeah, if I get like a lot more people watching my stream, then I'll probably have to figure out a better battery charging system. But I think so far, going for an hour and 38 minutes with one charge, no battery, no backpack, no cords, just the microphone and the gimbal. I'm using the Wi-Fi from my other phone, so I don't even have, you know, any other like routers or anything. I think this is pretty good. Like, I am not gonna complain at all if this is all I get. I'm really not. Oops. I'm just not trying to agitate my gimbal, because it is kind of finicky. It's the same one I've used at like freaking out. I'm actually surprised it hasn't done that yet. I'm not sure why that is. Like, maybe because I have no, I don't know. I honestly thought it would happen already, because I don't feel like I was doing anything wrong. What's happening? Ooh. new plan. If I get to 2 hours and it still hasn't died, I'm just gonna tap out at 2 hours. So I feel like a 2-hour walk is insane. And I still have to walk. I still have to get back to my car. Which means, oh, there's nobody. There's like a crab right here. But none of the little birdies can get it. I don't know why. Usually that thing will be cracked open. My eyes have stopped watering a little bit. I think it's because the wind kind of died down too. I would have busted my ass if I was wearing Crocs. I don't normally wear Crocs in life. They're just my beach shoes. Because, if you get sand or water or dirt, you just wear some like sneakers or something you have to wash, and sandals don't really cover your toes. Almost fell again. I don't know if you guys could see that chick, but she was like clearly out of her league when she tried to walk too far with sandals, and now she can't get back. It might be easier taking her shoes off at that point. I'm getting tired of it. I just kind of stopped. Or is this weird mud? It's a rock. Ooh, it's porous though. That's cool. Look. No, over there. Okay. a scooter, and that means I've got to get a ladder or something. I don't know. Find some stairs. I've gotten to the point where there's like no houses in front of me, so there's got to be somewhere I can get up. I don't think I need to climb rocks. Oh my gosh, I feel like it's them chicks again, but I don't want to make eye contact with them, so I'm just gonna walk slowly because I feel like I can always hear them when they're behind me. I don't even know what they sound like, but I just feel like it's them. And now it's quiet, so I'm almost positive it's them now. Almost positive. Okay, it's just somebody talking on the phone. Super loud. At least explains why there was like a quiet break. I'm haunted by those chicks now. I'm haunted. This will be an interesting edit if I do decide to put it on YouTube. Maybe I'll just like fast forward through a quick walk instead of like a slow walk. That'd be cool. So instead of a 2-hour walk, it's like a 1-hour walk. Or instead of like a 2-hour walk, it's like a 40-minute walk. 40 minutes would be very fast, but I also stopped a lot. I'm gonna edit those parts out, I think. Edit the parts out where I stopped, and then change the sound to some sort of song, so you can't hear me yappity yapping. So I'm gonna step on one of these so you can see it. Ready? Ah! I hope you saw that. I'm not doing it again. There's a little kid in me. Just a little beach bum. Okay, I'm gonna take the next exit, which is either this ladder, which I don't really want to do that ladder because it looks like it's going straight into someone's literal backyard, but there might be a little passageway right before that where this wall stops. So I'm gonna check that out. You'll be right here with me. See how it goes. Okay, quick break. Okay. wrong too, because I've never. Oh, look at that rainbow up there. I could be wrong because I've never actually looked this up or done the real science on it. But I feel like the whales, when the whales are out, there tend to be like birds circling that area as well. I don't know why I think that. Okay, I'm still walking. I'm trying to figure out how to get out of here. Okay, that is definitely. Actually, nope, there's a fence there. Not away. Not away. Keep going. Oh my gosh, I thought that was real for a second. That scared the shit out of me. You see that owl? I thought that was real. Okay. Yeah, see, this is stairs to somebody's actual house. And I'm not trying to be. That's like an emergency situation. And I'm gonna keep walking. I'm not gonna lie, it would be hilarious if some whales popped up right now. Just to be facetious, you know. Like, you right. I am truly unsure of where I will find an exit route now. Literally almost to the other beach. I've never actually walked this far because, like I said, I usually don't go past the silt because you can't. And then going to the other beach just right there. But yeah, this is new for both of us. I mean, I definitely have seen it as far as kayak being on the water, but I do not know when the next exit is going to pop up. And again, these are all like houses, and they're really cute houses, but I don't want to just pop up somebody's stuff just to get out if I don't have to. If I did, I would go where someone was actually outside. So I could be like, hey, and not pop up on somebody's property and they're like, who the fuck are you? They're like sitting in their living room. That would be so scary. Okay, still walking, trying to find, what is this? What is this? What the fuck? That's like a well. It looks like, it reminds me of like the Ring. Like there's some bodies in there. Didn't quite cover itself enough in the low tide. Oh, yep. Pants just got hella wet. It's okay. It's okay. My pants are gonna smell like fish. Okay, I think I see some stairs, but yet again, I think it might be going to somebody's house. Does look like it's going to somebody's house. This could get awkward. Nothing but crab legs. I ain't don't see any other people. I'm the furthest out, except for people that are actually in their yards. People, yet again, no eye contact. I don't know you, you don't know me, I don't see you, you don't see me. I can't hear you, you can't hear me. I can hear you, hopefully you can't hear me. Okay? Who knows? But we're almost behind me now, so it should be fine. Okay, so I got past the people talking. I'm looking at these stairs that are up here to my left, and I can't tell if I'll be able to make a clean break through there or not, so I'm just gonna look. As long as there's like a straight shot to the street, I'm gonna take it. If it looks like it's gonna go into someone's yard, I'm gonna keep going. Oh my gosh. And that one is fenced off, so I can't go that way. Let's see what the other one looks like. Also fenced off. Great. So we gotta keep walking. And I was not expected to be walking for 2 hours before I even find an exit route. Look at all these birdies, the geese, the geese, the geese, the geese. Look at, they're so cute. Those are little babies though. I know they may not look like babies, but they're pretty young. They're small. Oh my gosh. Oh, there they go. Okay, this is getting kind of ridiculous. This is getting kind of ridiculous. I might actually have to like wave somebody down that's in their house, that's outside of their house, and be like, yo, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Never ever ending. Never ever ending. I'm not gonna lie, if I wasn't recording right now and I made it this far, I probably wouldn't have made it this far. Honestly, I would have turned around. But if I was this far for some reason and I was tired like I am right now, and I didn't have this equipment, I would have hopped over something. I would have stopped at that first one that I normally go to. I would have hopped that one. Or not hopped, I would have went through that one, and I would have just been chilling on that beach. I wouldn't have kept going. But look at me trying to be cool and shit. Again, all of this would be underwater if it wasn't low tide right now. It's not common to see people come through here, I'm sure. At least not very common. Still going. It's another old dead crab. Tide's starting to come in, which you can probably tell because you can hear it. Before you couldn't hear it, it was just like still water. Yo, bruh, 2 hours and I'm still not sure how to get out of here. What a luck. also blocked off. I'm never getting out of here. The water's gonna rise on me and I'm gonna drown. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna like break my neck looking. Okay, there's a giant rock right there. That feels like a place where people might visit, which means there might be an exit along. They do have something carved into here. I don't know what that means. We'll find out. Looks like some sort of drain. I don't know what that is. Looks like some sort of drain. This is crazy. So basically, I'm freaking trapped. I'm trapped on this beach. I'm trapped on the beach. Maybe somebody will save me. You know what would be really funny? It would be really funny if there was a Karen out here. And the Karen was like, hey, you can't be out here. And then I'm like, what? And she's like, you can't be out here. And I walk a little closer and I'm like, what? And she's like, you can't be out here. And I walk a little closer and I'm like, I can't hear you. Just a second. And I walk all the way up to her and she's like, you can't be out here. I'm like, all right, I'll just go this way and leave wherever she's at. Probably a good bailout plan, right? No? In theory. Oh my. I gotta get out of here, man. Okay. It looks like there's some like rocks up there, but it doesn't look like a clear path to get out, so definitely looks like an unclaimed patch of property though. You know, where they're like, well, whose property is it anyway? Is it yours? Is it mine? It's like, no, it's mine, but they can't agree. So it's just untouched. This beach will never end. Oh my gosh, I really don't think there's going to be an exit for Rodale. It's like all private property. It's crazy. And I know where I am on the other side of the road. It's just like road. It's not like nice walking road. It's like drive pretty fast around the corners road. So I don't know when I'm gonna find a scooter or a bike, but it's not looking like it's gonna be quick. Oh wait, I think I said at 2 hours that's gonna stop, right? I think the only reason why I haven't stopped is for safety / entertainment. So I feel like as soon as I stop recording, there's gonna be like I said, like a Karen or somebody I would much rather get them on camera. It ain't happening, y'all. I don't see a single exit. There's literally no way to turn around either. Like, I've walked so far to get this far. I think I'm gonna do it. I think the next time I see a person outside, I'm just gonna tell them I need to get out. I need an exit road. I walked too far and now I don't. Now I can't walk back. That's my new plan. It's the only way. This is crazy though. Oh wait, what's this? This might be an exit. Oh, it actually might be a driveway though. I did hear someone over there. I don't see anybody. Oh my gosh. I'm not even anywhere near the road. I'm like a layer of houses behind the road, which is crazy. I don't even know how this is gonna work. I'm like a layer. Like, you know how like there's houses behind houses? These houses are behind houses. And I will need to figure out escape route. I don't see a single person either, like on the beach. Normally if you like see somebody on the beach, you like go up and talk to them maybe. Ask them how they got out. And but that's not looking like there's nobody behind me either, and I can't even see the stilts. I'm so far away I can't see the stilts. This is funny as fuck. I'm just getting like deeper and deeper in here. And it's honestly, okay, I'm not gonna lie though, if I go up further, I can't tell if that's more rocks or sand. But there's a log, which leads me to believe it's sand. And if there's sand, it means there's land not too far. So here's hoping that little part that's sticking out to the right there, kind of where that boat is, I don't know if you can see that far, but there might be an exit that way. It might be like a sandy bit. I'm hoping it is. cute little hermit crab. It was still in the shell. Well, just remember, I'm doing this so you don't have to. I'm curious where this long walk down the beach ends. Looks like the answer is never. Okay. Slightly smoother ground to walk on for the first time in a long time. Squishy seaweed sand. Okay, so there's a log. I was kind of hoping that meant there was an exit. Just looks like more house. I might be Ubering when I get out of this bitch. It might be dark when I get out of this bitch. I don't even know what time it is right now. It's 5:40. That's crazy. Okay. So there's a boat. I cannot believe I'm this deep in it right now. Man, I really gotta wake somebody down. But yeah, like I said, I'm kind of hoping somebody will pop out here and be like, hey. Oh, you gotta be there. No, because like I told you, when you get to this part, everybody sort of shares the beach. It's just a matter of being respectful of other people's driveways and ramps and stuff. Still nosing. Okay, this was my solution. Was when I got to this point, there would be like a way out, and that does not seem to be the case. So yeah, I guess I just carry on, because again, I feel like going backwards is far worse than going forward. Onward! 2 hours and 15 minutes, one charge, no battery, no cords, no router. I am most definitely not getting out of here anytime soon. Look at this shit. It's a fucking real mansion. Oh, this is sweet though. It's hella nice. Jesus, look at this. Okay, break time. I don't know where I'm gonna take a break though. I truly don't know how I'm gonna get out of here. Oh my gosh. And that's how I met my husband. We got lost on the beach and couldn't figure out how to get out. So they let off a firework. Oh my gosh, okay, the wall is actually getting taller now, which in Washington usually means that the vegetation is overgrown and not something you can walk through. But again, we march on, we march on. I'm just get in that boat and go back home. Now, don't look like there's an exit coming right here. I might have to take my jacket off. It's crazy, I'm getting hot. I think I want to sit down on this, but I know if I sit, it will make it that much harder to keep going. And I'm trying to conserve energy because I really don't know how much more I'll need. I don't know how much longer I'll be out here. This is officially my longest stream ever. My longest exercise ever on stream. Okay. Yeah, like I said, more vegetation, less likely to pass through it. And there's a lot of vegetation. This is a good sign. Holy shit, I think I walked all the way to the other beach. This is crazy. I've never walked beach to beach before. But I did. I walked beach to beach. Ferry. The ferry horn. I cannot believe I walked to the other beach though. Okay, well, I can see the end. I don't know what's gonna happen when I get to the end, if I'm gonna have to walk through a bunch of trees and spiders and stuff. Because that beach is hella long and I'm not walking that one too. I'm just gonna try and find the closest trail or pathway to the road. And then as soon as I get to the road, I'm gonna use my phone to figure out where the nearest bike or scooter is. Hopefully scooter, because I don't feel like pedaling. And then when I get on the scooter, ride it back to my car, which is where I started. Get home, take off these pants that probably smell like seaweed from walking in all of this water. And that'll be it. That'll be it. Okay, well, don't panic. Eventually, you'll hit another beach. That's the answer. And also, recording for over 2 hours and 20 minutes now for my experiment. I do not see my phone saying it's tired or anything. And let me check my other phone. 58% battery on my other phone. I think that's just because it's been using the other phone for Wi-Fi. I'm in love. I'm in actual love. Oh, it's like I'm so excited. I'm trying to walk faster, but I can't because the rocks are still too lumpy. There's no like smooth path here. All of this would still be underwater. Yeah, I think this footage might be worth salvaging. I'm not gonna lie. They say the beach in Nice is nice. This is like the beach in Nice. You decide. Yo, my shoes look messed up. I have to scrub these so bad. They're like green on the sides from walking through all the seaweed. I'll show you at the end if my phone doesn't die before I get to the beach. I don't even know if I'm walking the fastest way. I feel like I'm kind of just wobbling back and forth, and I should pick an actual pathway here. I need a plan. I've not had a plan. Okay, came back on the path a little bit more here. Get off of these like crunchy bits. Hopefully. Okay. Back to where there's civilization in sight. I don't even know if this is like where the beach actually starts, or if there just happens to be a bunch of people here because it's Friday. Might be one of those little private ones that I usually dip into. Okay. I don't know, what do you think that is? Like 400 meters? Get about 400 meters before I get to where the larger basin of people are. So the word basin. I need more geographical terms in my vocabulary. I don't know if it's a basin or not. I don't know what a basin is. I don't know why I said that. Anyways, the sun is beginning to go down. You see a little pink. And then the mountains also look a lot more snowy. Probably not. The sun's not as bright. I keep getting excited and I'm getting off my trail. Like the water is pulling me towards it. attention. About 250 meters till I get to that more populated space. I find it's easier for me if I just if I don't look up, which happened right as I looked up. Also, I think my mic might have died because I can't see the light on anymore, so you might not be able to hear me anymore anyway. Okay, finally. I say finally not because I got to the exit, but because I got to a place where there's not giant rocks anymore. Oh my gosh, my toe ring is not happy, and I don't want to take off my toe ring because that would open up a whole other can of worms right now. Resting point. Real quick, just do a little sit, because once I get over to those people, I don't think I'm gonna sit at all. I don't want to talk to anybody. I just want to get to the road and get on out. I'm gonna put this down real quick so I can fix my socks, and I'll just put this like this so you can see a little bit. Look how dirty my shoes are. They're like green. I walked so far. I wonder if my phone will tell me. I didn't like set anything up. But I know sometimes our phones be stalking us even though we didn't ask it to. So it might know a little something about how far I walked today. I actually don't want to take my toe ring off, like I said. It's gonna be too much work to try and deal with it right now. Like make sure it's not sinking down too low. And I think walking so much like made it loose, so it's like jiggling around my toe, my toes. Okay, I'll say hi to the camera one last time, and then like I said, I'm going to side to side and back, and it hurt. Like, it's stiff, not hurt, but it's like my body's basically saying, look, if you don't figure your life out right now, we're gonna figure it out for you. So, again, I'm gonna pick up, head over, got about 50 meters until I get to where the people are. I don't know what's gonna be over there, but I'm gonna try not to say anything, keep my head down, and find a way to get out so I can get on to the main exit. And we're at 2 minutes and 30, or 2 hours and 31 seconds. That's still good. 2 hours and 31 seconds. It's plenty of footage, I think. Did my tripod die? It's not really straight anymore. There it goes. I think it lost track of where I wanted it to be. Oh, actually, I mean, it's still working, but it's not. I don't know how to describe it. Okay, I fixed it. I think when I put it down, I must have like hit some sort of button that caused it to be stable, but I just hit another button and it went back to straight and hopefully not as plastic. So yeah, I'm gonna exit out of here. Awkward. This is definitely like a little kiddie park, which I'm fine with, as long as there's an exit, which there is. I cannot complain.
Okay, hold my.
Yep. Okay. Insanity. I cannot believe I walked here. That's crazy. Okay, everybody. Well, this is where I leave the stream. Basically, I will not know exactly how far this will take me because I'm going to shut down now. But I can